G'day and welcome back to Duck Solar Gaming and Elm Creek Farm. Yes, we are back here in the US on our farming dynasty, and we're just going to get straight into it. So we're in the same day as the previous episode, where we just mowed the grass and we finished fertilizing our two main fields. We now need to take over some wool to the spinnery. We want to get the spinnery up and running again so we can get the tailor up and running. And we're also going to collect our grass that we mowed yesterday as well. As you can see, the old McCormick here has got a lot of grass staining on it from doing all the grass work earlier in the day. So we'll rub that all off on the road now. So we'll go take this over to the spinnery and get that delivered. All right. What I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to go via the sheep barns and collect whatever full bales we've got there as well, or even partial bales. I don't know how much I'll be able to take on top of this, and we'll get that over there as well. All right, I do want to try and be a little bit selective and just try and take full bales, because it just makes it easier on the trailer, that's all. Right, on there. And this is the only other one because the other sheep pen hasn't got much wool being produced. That's okay, so we'll do a Yui here and we'll head over towards the spinnery. Okay, I'm going to jump in cab and I'm going to go for a nice easy drive over to the spinnery. Alright, hope everyone's doing well, and I hope you're enjoying this series as much as we are enjoying bringing it to you. It's been some good fun, but you can see our sunflowers there are nicely growing away now. So that's our next crop to be harvested. Well, actually, no, it won't be the next one to be harvested, but certainly one of our crops to be harvested. And then in front of us here we have a nice wheat crop, which is basically just enough for us to sustain the chickens and slowly build up our crop. Over on the field over here, you will see just to our left hand side, field 54, we've got some canola there. So that's growing nicely, I think. We'll have to have a bit of a look-see. And over here we have our sugar beets, which we've just got going as well. So there's our canola over here and our sugar beets over there. So canola to the left, sugar beets to the right, and yeah, all good to go. Up here we have our sugar beet processing plant, and we have our sugar beet harvester and our auger wagon in there. So that's it in there. So yeah, bit of a quick tour around. Right, off we go again. So we've got 18,000 litres of wool, which is going to produce, what is it? I think it's 2 to 1 for linen. So it'll produce 9,000 litres, so 9 bales of linen, which will automatically be transferred to the tailor. And then that'll produce, I can't remember what the ratio is for the tailor actually, so I'm not even going to bother saying it. But it'll produce some clothing for us, some clothes, and then they sell. I think last time we sold them, just the other month, was about $17,000. So yeah, they do make a nice little bit of money, so that's okay. But anyway, we'll see how things go with that. All right, up and over the overpass here, over the freeway or the motorway, depending on what you want to call it. Yeah, so we're heading on as I creep into the other lane, and we're heading over just over the back in there to the spinnery. But I'm going to follow the main roads around. I'm not going to take a shortcut. Sometimes I tend to take a bit of a shortcut over the grass and stuff like that, but I want to make sure we don't tip the trailer over. We've had far too much of that lately on episodes, so we want to reduce that down and not have that happen as much as we have had it happen, because it's also a pain in the ass to fix. So try and reduce that entirely. Around this bend and this little rise, and it should be just a little bit further on to our left hand side. We'll just drive in, drop it off, and then we can hightail it back to the farm again. Might go up past the bowling alley, I think, and go back the other way, coming out near the granary, or the grain, sorry, not the granary, the oil processing plant. and the store. Right, here we are here. Okay, we'll just drive in here to the unload point and drop all this off. And the spinner will get going again. One more, come on. Thank you. Oh, my apologies. I don't think I'm using that quite time. Hopefully I'll fix that in the editing. There you go. So we got 18,000 litres that's just been put in here. And as you can hear, it's up and running again. So that's excellent. Right. Off we go. Back home again. All right. We'll jump in cab again for the trip home. And then we'll... actually, I don't know if I can get out this way. Oh, I can. This goes a different way. In fact, let's go this way. I haven't been this way. So we'll just take this track around. We won't end up going the way I just said we're going to go. But anyway, we'll... I think this is supposed to be meant to be more of a walking path than a driving road. But anyway, we'll utilise it. Yeah, we'll go this way. Good lookout area there. I don't think I've actually ever been on this road up here, not for Elm Creek. On Stevie's edit I've been up this way. So Stevie's got an edit of Elm Creek, which has just been released. The latest version has just been released actually, well, when I've been recording this. Version 1.007 I think it was, or maybe an 8, is available. So go check it out. He does a fantastic job. It totally changes Elm Creek, it really does. So it's a totally different map in that regard. I mean, it's not totally different, but you know what I mean. It's a totally different look and feel. All right. Right, I'm not going to Goldcrest Valley and I'm not going to Ravenport, so ignore both of those signs. I do like that touch though, the fact that they have the road signs off to the maps of the previous generations of farming sim. It is a nice little touch. Same as the trains going to what do the trains go? Gold. I think both trains go to Goldcrest and Ravenport, don't they? Off the top of my head, but anyway, we don't use the trains that much. Certainly after our first debacle of using the trains, I tend to avoid them. I'll just change lanes in here. I could just get this guy to self-drive, but we'll drive it home. It's okay. We've got a little bit of time, and we're just going to then swap over to the class, and we're going to grab the class loading wagon, the Cargos, and go pick up some of that grass. What I might do, just to save us a bit of time, I'm just going to park the tractor in here at our processing plant, and then we'll go over and jump in the class and just get that grass picked up before we do run out of too much time in transferring across. So we'll just shut the engine down, and there he is here. He's waiting, ready to go. So we'll turn him on, and let's go collect some grass, shall we? Like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to put the bulk of this grass in the dryer to get that producing some more hay, and then whatever's left over we'll just put in the silo, and then when the dryer is empty we'll load it up with a bit more. Alright, there we go. Green gold, that's what I call it. The sheep are getting excited because they can see we've got fresh grass coming their way. grab this stuff here behind the sheep pen. Let's judge that turn entirely. That's okay. We'll come back. We'll get it. Try to pick most of it up. Always leave some behind though. Alright, that lot done. Next. So we got 17,000 litres already. That's not too bad, considering it's just wasted grass effectively. It's just sitting there doing nothing. So it's not as if we've planted it, we haven't fertilised it, so we're not going to get a high yield out of it. It's just sitting there waiting for the picking, so to speak. Of course, we're going to make the most of it because we can. Right. Where are we at now? 80%. It's 35,000 so far. That's not too bad. It's not too bad a yield. I'm happy enough with that. We'll probably get, I don't know, maybe if we're lucky, about 70,000 grass, which is just enough to keep us going. I mean, I think when we top off the sheep, it takes us about 30,000, 35,000 thereabouts to top the sheep up. So that'll keep us going for a little while. So first load done, and we'll take this on back. I would like to. What I'm contemplating actually going in and changing these sheep stations, even the default Giants ones, and increasing the number of sheep. I would like to have some bigger pens and all that available, but I think the ones I'm using at the moment, the big pen I'm using at the moment, is up to 200. But even that, I'd like to have some nice big pens. But anyway, we'll just do what we've got, I suppose. Alright, here's our first load into the dryer. Go terrorise the chickens by driving around the pen. Run over the deer. Right, off we go again. So we're still looking for that map. We're looking for one map to use as a go big go home type series. It needs to be an American map. Still not well, don't want to wipe that out. Right. Nice save. There's a number of maps that are out at the moment, but I haven't really been convinced that they're going to be for me. I am happy to say Southern Cross Station, one of the Aussie maps, is making a comeback for FS22, and that's looking pretty good. So I'm hoping that what we may well do is we may end up finding that our Go Big Go Home series is not actually an American map, it's an Aussie map, and that would be a fantabulous. Obviously, being an Aussie, that's my preference. I'd like an Aussie map, but yeah, so that's quite a possibility in the near future. But so I haven't forgotten our poll on the community post. So for those that aren't aware of it, we put a poll up and asked various suggestions in relation to a new series on a new map being a Go Big Go Home type series, and whether it was a John Deere ban on it or whether it was exclusively John Deere or whatever else. And obviously all the people that voted hate me vehemently because they all voted for John Deere to be used on the map. I think it was exclusive John Deere actually. Yeah, not really looking forward to it in a way, but oh well, it'll be different. I'll have to go find some emergency vehicles, some fire trucks and that, just to have on standby. Bring them to the field for every time we have a tractor or a combine out in the field. So anyway, we'll see how things go with that. 80% already, that's not too bad. We're probably going to get a little bit more than what we sort of expected yield-wise from this, which is good. Come back into that little section there in a minute. Go down and grab this. Definitely going to get more than what we expected, which is good. It's a bonus. Okay, another full trailer. So that's 88,000. I think I guessed about 75,000, didn't I? Was what I was thinking we were going to get. So it's always a pleasure to have more crop to deal with. Might have to have a look and see how much is actually in the silo too now, because we might be getting to the point where we're close to filling it up. So we'll fill him up and we'll have a look and see what's in there. Grass. Oh, he's full of hay. So we need to empty some of that hay out. Can I take hay into this? No. Right, so I'm going to have to come over and transfer some hay out of here into our silo. That's not a job to do. I might do that off camera. We'll see how we go for time. Or if I get all this grass picked up now, we might go up and grab the big trailer and come down with the Mac and do some transferring. Up here, grab this last bit of grass. Well, actually, but thinking about it, we may actually get 3 and a bit trailer loads, because there's also that bit down the side of the wheat farm, the wheat field. So we might get a little more than even what we think we're going to get at the moment. So yeah, let's have a look. Interesting. All right, activate and lower, and off we go again. Back what we do is we can go inside the cab. Lovely clean cab of the class. And pick all this up and see what we end up with. I've said it many, many times, but there's just something about doing grass work that is just relaxing. I don't know what it is, but it just seems to be more relaxing than doing any of the other jobs. So I do enjoy doing the grass work. That's why I'm looking forward to getting that large field that's full of grass and just going to town on it. Probably won't enjoy it when I'm actually working it, because it's a fair bit of work in prepping the grass and looking after it now to get a good yield. So we may change our tune at some point, but for the moment, yeah, enjoy it. So there you go. See, we're already at 74%, so we're gonna fill this trailer up easily here, and we'll be a little bit more to pick up yet. So that's good. So I have plenty of grass to deal with. In fact, this next load or two, I'm just going to put this in the silo until we've got the dryer emptied off, and do all that. And we might just drop some off at the sheep pens and stock their feed up as well. The 75% hit easily. I mean, there's a fair bit of grass over there we could be getting to next to that sugar beet field, as I said before. So it's not as if we're going to be shy of grass, really. It's just a matter of utilising the spaces that aren't actually field, and getting all the yield off that as best we can. And there we go, that's another full trailer load. Well, that's the third trailer load. So that's 132,000 litres of grass. I reckon there's probably about another 25,000 on the ground there now to pick up. So it'll be about 150,000 grass that we've mowed and pick up, and that's fine. That will keep us going for quite some time. So I'm more than happy with that. Certainly means you don't have to worry about rushing around and converting like the wheat field into doing grass again for a little bit or anything else like that. It just means we can sustain ourselves with what we've got, and just continue to deal with it that way. Find that trigger. There it is. Alright, off we go. We'll pick up the last of it now. Then yeah, we'll transfer a little bit of that hay around, because we'll have a little bit of time to do that, so that won't be a problem. And then it'll be good. But yes, so that's excellent. So we've got so at the moment, at this point in time, we've got all of our fields planted and growing. We have all of our I think all of our fields are fully fertilised. It may not be the case for the other two fields, but we can have a look at that. Maybe a little bit too late for them anyway, but that's okay. We have our animals fed and producing and all that sort of stuff, so producing that. We've got all of our production facilities are still running, so we've still got a bit of sunflower running out of the sunflower production point. We've got the greenhouses running. We've just stocked up the spinnery, which is going to be stocking up the tailor soon enough. So that's producing all of that. What else we got going? That's pretty much it at the moment, actually. So but yeah, it's good. So excellent. We're in a pretty good state again, which is good, considering it's April the 1st. And first day of April. I won't say it's April the 1st, because we've only got 4 days in each month, or 3 days. But yeah, we'll get there. And this is going to go very close, I think, to another full trailer. Maybe not quite. certainly close enough looking at it. So at 70%, 3/4 of a trailer is pretty good. Nice little bit here. That's pretty much it. There you go, 85%. That's not bad at all. So that's yeah, around 150 grand's worth of, or 150 litres, 50,000 litres of grass. Excellent. Excellent. Not going to complain about that whatsoever. Take this in. Like I said, we'll drop this off into the silo. We'll grab the truck, and we'll go and transfer some hay around as I try and go in and run over my own fence. It's not the sort of maintenance and upgrades to the farm I want to do. Right. Let's have a look. So 137,000 grass in the silo itself, and we've now got 81,000 grass in our silo. We've got 61,000 hay in the silo as well. So we've got plenty of hay at the moment, which is good. So we don't have to worry about hay for a while now. So it's another job done. Ticks that off the list. It also means that it's something we don't have to worry about doing for a little while. I'm just going to park him here for now. We'll jump in the truck, jump out and jump in the truck. We'll go grab the trailer. Now, the other thing I want to point out, actually, obviously the livery of this trailer and some of our tractors don't match our new branding. They will be changing soon. At some point soon, I will get the branding changed over. Let's go this way. Yeah, so we will update those. But for now, that's you are seeing the old logo still. So. Now, I'm expecting that this thing isn't running because we've got it chock-a-block. So I hope that once we start emptying this, we should see the production of it kick off again. So had 250,000 hay in there. That's excellent. It's a one-to-one relationships. That's fine. All right. There we go. Full. Got a couple of these loads off out of there, into the silo, and we're tickety-boo. Have a look again. So there we go. So it is producing. So you saw that tick over then. So that's good. And we've got obviously dumping it into here. Into there. So we've now got 94,000 in there. That's still going. 115,000. So yeah, we're not going to have a problem with hay and grass in the near future, which is fantastic. Just what we want to make sure of. All I've got to do though is make sure I remember to feed the hay or the grass to the sheep, because that's the problem. That's what we tend to forget to do. So 4 more, another 2 or 3 loads, and we'll have this emptied, and we'll have it in the silo, and we'll be good to go, well and truly. All right. But anyway, that is about time for us, so we will leave it there. I will do another 2 loads, get that offloaded, and then when we return to the next episode, we'll probably have skipped ahead a couple of days until we've got some more work to do, because there's not much to do at the moment unless I've got some of the sales we need to do. But yeah, we'll have a look and see what we've got to do. If we've got anything that we can do on camera, we'll certainly do that, but otherwise we'll skip ahead as necessary. I will try and make sure I remember to feed the sheep so we don't lose any in that period, but that will be it. So hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, press that like button, and of course if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing as well. And if you do press that subscribe button, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when new videos like this are available on the channel. Don't forget, you can financially support the channel as well, like some of our great Patreons, Smudo, Frithgar, DJ, Terra. So thanks very much for those guys for helping us out with the channel. And if you wish to do so, the details are down below in the description. Always appreciated, but never expected. So yeah, thanks to those guys as well. Apart from that, don't forget to come join us also on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. Details for all those are down below in the description, as well as I try and take out the silo. But most importantly, apart from not running into the silo with your truck, take care of yourselves and loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duck Solar Gaming and Elm Creek Farm. See you all later. Bye.